What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris. Welcome to my channel, Boston Chris Comics. Here I am back with a brand new video showing off some books from Free Comic Book Day, and I realized that was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. Free Comic Book Day went down, and I just have been really busy, and I haven't had a chance to go ahead and show these books. I actually had a really productive Free Comic Book Day. And was able to pick up some pretty fun books. When I went to my shop, they were having a half-off sale on top of the actual Free Comic Book Day, so I went ahead and picked up some pretty cool books. Let's start off with the free stuff. So, for Free Comic Book Day, I was able to actually get a couple of the free titles. They didn't have everything. And they also have stipulations. My shop is one of the ones that will limit you on how many books you can get. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everything, but I did get some pretty good stuff. So, the one I was most excited to pick up ended up being Dragonfly Man. So this is a book that is put out by Ahoy Comics that goes with the comic named Wrong Earth, which is kind of let's see. Well, it's kind of a parody of the whole Batman universe in a way, where you have two different depictions. You can have the campy Dragonfly, and then you have the campy Dragonfly Man, who is kind of like the Adam West Batman, and then you have Dragonfly, who is basically kind of like the Frank Miller version, I guess you could say, of or just the grittier, darker version of Batman. Really fun read. The series is very fun, definitely worth picking up. So I wanted to go ahead and get that kind of to accompany, just because it was more story having to deal with just the two universes. So definitely cool there. Next up, I picked the SpiderMan. This is the prelude, I guess, into the Absolute Carnage event that's going to be going on starting in the summer. So this is the Venom Epic of 2019 starts here. Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. The gloves are off. So it looks like Peter Parker and Miles Morales are going to get into a fight. We'll see. But yeah, I wanted to get that just in case, when the time does come for the for the comic, when that series comes out, if it's something where it's like, yeah, you definitely want to be picking these up, or this is where it all starts off at, or maybe something important happens in that. Sometimes, there are some Free Comic Book Day books that will kind of have a jumping off point, or have something that ends up being, kind of important to the story, or sometimes even some first appearances, or things of that nature. So definitely cool to pick up the Free Comic Book Day books. Next up, we have the Free Comic Book Day Deadly class. I'm pretty sure. I think this reprints #1. Not sure. Never read it, so definitely something cool. I have yet to actually watch the show. I went ahead and I have Netflix, so I couldn't go ahead and was it Netflix or no, Deadly Class. I want to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm thinking Umbrella Academy. Deadly Class is the one that's on, I think it was on Sci-Fi. So I went ahead and recorded that. So I have that also watch one Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and try to binge that. That, I guess, is reprinting #1, so definitely a fun one to watch. And so with that, that's all the Free Comic Book Day, actual free comics that I got. And then now we get into the books that I picked up, for the half-off sale. So, starting it out, we have Daredevil #164. So I was able to pick up some of the issues that go along with the Frank Miller run. So we have also following that issue 196. These are pretty fun books just because they're always just good to pick up, and I like that run. I do like it. I've been piecing it together over time, so I have most of the big books in that run, so it's just kind of picking up some of the filler books. but definitely fun stuff to have. Next we have issue number 163. Then we got issue number 176. The first appearance of Stick. Let's see. We have issue number 160. So pretty cool. And then we got issue number 161. I always like this cover. Like, whatever that roller coaster is, it's the most extreme drop I've ever seen. But I like that, you know, you have Daredevil fighting, and then there's also, you know, tied to the tracks is Black Widow, so it's pretty cool. Next we have issue number 165. So pretty cool. Get to see him fighting Doc Ock, which is kind of a uncharacteristic villain, I think, for him to fight, but nothing wrong with that. Next up we have issue number, this is 167. I always like this cover too, with the target on his head. I always thought that was pretty cool. Next we have issue number 171, so he's fighting the Kingpin in this issue. Issue number 170 is, I think, their first meeting, which is, I'm pretty sure I have that somewhere. I think I've showed that before. Next up we have issue number 172. And these are books that actually kind of been sitting in my shop for a while. So, you know, that's one thing I will say. Sometimes when it comes to stuff like that, patience kind of does pay off, especially if it's something where, you know, my shop doesn't get a lot of artists to come in or anything like that, so they do promotions. So it's just kind of cool that, you know, sometimes you can wait out and get some pretty good books. You got issue number 177. I had to actually read this because I've always wondered what the hell's going on with this cover. I've seen this a million times. It's just like that monster, like, you know, what is it, like 7 eyes? So I was always curious about that. And then the last issue I was able to pick up, which was pretty cool and just a fun one to have, is we have issue number 1 of Marvel 2-in-1, Thing and Man-Thing. So it's the first time I think that, you know, Thing and the Man-Thing meet up, and they end up having a battle inside the book. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely fun books, and some great books to pick up, you know, for that sale. So overall, I think I did pretty well. I think that was, you know, really good free comic book day. Even though for me it wasn't necessarily free, I spent, you know, some pretty decent money, but not as much as I would have had those books been full price. So definitely happy with that. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, this has been Boss and Chris. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a great night. I'm out.